It's Friday.
And we're live.
Okay, we're live. We're live. Hey, everybody.
Hey
I'm
y'all,
Tara
hey y'all.
Bolden,
I'm
and
Sally
this is
Isaac.
yeah, we're coming on today because we wanted just to hop on live and talk about our story. Talk about it's Friday. The children out of school, and we're relaxing. We coming on live. So, what you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What do you want to?
What's the name
How was
of
your
live?
day today?
Um, it was pretty busy today actually.
Okay, okay. In the business with the children,
Girl, it was a lot. It was a lot going on in my neighborhood. We ain't even go.
everybody.
Girl,
What happened?
somebody got shot in our neighborhood around the time
Wow.
I went to go get my daughter from school. I just so happened to see a officer pass by me, and I was like, okay. I went on ahead to go to school, and then
Wow.
I went to go somewhere else, and I was leaving out of our neighborhood, and my brother called me and was like, "It's going down in your neighborhood." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Somebody was shooting in your neighborhood." I said, "Well, I ain't in my neighborhood. I done left, so I'm not even over there."
Thank God. Thank God.
Right. That's I was like, "Thank you, Lord," because you was directing me away from it like all day. Like you had me hurry up and leave home to go get her, and then you didn't even have me stay home during the time it was happening.
Look at God. God always be intervening for people. He always
Right. And
make
I
a
was,
way.
and I was like, I hate that it happened, but I'm glad at the time it happened because
Hmm.
kids are walking home from school going that direction that it happened in. So I was glad
Okay.
they wasn't walking for it didn't happen while they was walking home from school.
Did you know
'Cause some,
anybody? Or did you
I
know
knew
anybody?
I know
Mhm.
I believe I know the shooter.
Wow. 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 Jesus. Jesus. Boy, be with that situation right there. Lord God.
Yeah.
But yep, we're on here tonight because we have decided that we wanted to come talk to you all and talk to you about the products that we have, talk to you about our story. I mean, you may have heard our story, you may have not. You may be new to either me, Tara, or Sally, but tonight we're going to just talk to you just because we may have something to say that could help you. And I can't really see who's out on the live, but we're gonna pull it up. Welcome to the live. Thank you for showing up. Sally, you want to go ahead and start with your story?
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So y'all know how us moms are. When we have a teenager, we all in their business. I know that is for me anyway. I always stayed in our oldest son business. Ever since he was little on up, I always told the teachers if you got a problem, call me, email me. If it's something serious and I need to get off work, I'm coming. So they already knew if something ever go wrong, I was coming. And so like the older he
Wow.
got, um like I think leading up to it, a lot of people don't know that he was actually sneaking out of the house. And for those
Okay.
of you who don't know, we lost our oldest son 7 days after his 18th birthday.
My God.
My again in the bedroom. And like he was sneaking out of the house. I'm thinking he home. God wake me up in the middle of the night. I go check on him. He's gone. And he was doing that like a year before this happened, like a whole year before this happened. Like
Hmm.
that's one of the things that I'm about to put my phone on do not disturb. I should have put it on do not disturb. But that's one of the things that he was doing consistently. So, fast forward to October 29th, 2022. No, yeah, 2022, because that was on my birthday. He
Mm.
left the house without permission.
Okay.
I told him to wait on my mom. He wanted to ride one of his friends, so he just ran out the house anyway. Got in the car with his friends, ended up getting in trouble on my birthday. I didn't know he actually got on trouble that day. I didn't know until the next day. I'm getting ready for church, get a knock at my door, and the police is at my door. And I'm thinking, of course, as usual, because they always, ever since we moved in this house, they always coming here for the wrong house. So
Oh,
he got in trouble. We decided, me and his dad spoke. We was like, okay, we're gonna let him sit in there for a while because we wanted you to know we're not gonna be putting out money for lawyers and bail money. Like we're gonna teach you a lesson. So we left him in there for a week.
Well,
So
that's
we're
good.
thinking,
So I want to interrupt right there. When you said that, I had talked to my husband about it when you had said it, and he said I would have did the same thing. Different parents. Some parents, run to the rescue, and then some parents don't. Some parents want
right,
to help the child to learn the lesson, and y'all, that's what y'all did. Y'all wanted him to learn so he wouldn't do it again, right?
right. That was
Okay,
that was that was that's what we
that was the
wanted.
thought. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so this was October 29th that happened. He turned himself in, like it was all over news, all over Facebook. He finally turned himself in November the 1st. We left him in there for a week. What?
Hey,
We
everybody.
left him in there.
You
We
can't
left
see
him
him.
in there for a week, and then December came. Go. Um, like I'm still not knowing that anything is wrong. I don't know. Like once we got him out, I'm thinking he
Mhm.
changing. He's not sneaking out the house no more. And his birthday came. His birthday was December 21st. You
Okay.
know, we had we had stuff planned or whatever, and then Christmas came, we went to church, and then on December 28th, 2022, it was a normal day. He was on house arrest at the time for the charge that he got on my birthday. But we
Right.
went on with our daily thing. And then, we're home. He's washing dishes. I'm actually on a training at the time.
Jesus.
At the time, our 2-year-old and our 5-year-old were home with us. And I hear a knock at the door. And he was like, Mom, who that is? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, cause we don't have visitors like that we don't know that's knocking on our door. So when I
Okay.
went to open the door, I'm looking at the police at my door and I'm like,
What y'all doing?
what y'all doing here? And
Mm.
I saw at my peripheral, I saw him walk, past, like going from the kitchen to his room. And the officer like, we here for Jaden Hale. And I was like, y'all here for who? And he was like, Jaden Hale. So I'm looking at him crazy, about to ask him why. And before
Mhm.
I can get the why out, the officer in front of me, because they had my house surrounded, the officer
Okay.
in front of me said, is that a gunshot out here? And I'm looking like, hold up, what? I took off running and I ran to his room. I didn't even go in his room. I ran to our den because it's you can see a door, because we didn't,
Okay.
we was old parents. We took the door off the hinges because you ain't got no privacy. You want to do stuff. We took the door
That
off
makes
the hinges.
sense.
So his
Okay.
door was open. And when I stood there, like he was, Mike, in your room, he was looking at me on the floor
Mm.
gone. Like, he was already gone. Like I never went in and touched him. None of that. I just saw him right there.
And
Um,
what went through your mind right at that time? Like,
like
what
honestly,
you can remember?
when looking at it, I was in shock and I ran outside. Like I didn't even realize, like I wasn't worrying about the 2-year-old or the 5-year-old at the time. I didn't even know where they was. Like I ran outside. I have no clue where they was at the time. I ran outside and I start cursing. And if you know me, I stopped cursing because I never wanted to be that parent to cuss at my kids. So when I had him, I asked God to take that away from me. So
Wow.
when that happened, I went outside and I'm beating on the ground and I'm in shock and I'm cussing and I'm like, what the F?
Mm.
Like, did this really happen? Like, are you kidding me? And I'm like,
Jesus.
you gotta
Jesus.
be kidding me. Y'all, you gotta be. So then I finally, when I came to and my 2-year-old saw me on the ground, he came to me.
Okay.
My 5-year-old, she don't understand. She don't even know what happened because she was in the bathroom when it happened. So all she
All
hear
right.
me screaming outside. So she came outside and she's like, Mom, what's the matter? Why are you screaming? Like, why are you on the ground, mommy? What's the
Mm.
matter? So when I
Mhm.
finally came to, I got up and I asked the officer, I said, now, why are y'all here? And he was like, I don't, he said, nobody was hurt, but there was a shooting. And I'm looking like, what do you mean a shooting? He said, there was a shooting and
Mhm.
Jaden was involved. And I'm looking like, what? What you mean? A shooting
Okay.
and Jaden was involved. And
Shit.
then um I went walking away again. My neighbor saw me. He came to calm me down because he was trying to figure out what's going on. I told him what was going on. And then so now I got to be the person who called everybody.
Whew.
So then I didn't have anything. When I ran out the house, I didn't have a coat on. So this December, I had no coat on. I ain't had no shoes on. The kids outside with no shoes, no coats, because they running behind me. And then the officer, everything was in the house, my phone and everything. So I ended up using the officer phone. He let me use the phone. And I ended up having to call his daddy, who lived down the street from us. They lived down the street from us. So I had to, his daddy came down because he's in walking distance from my house. So he actually walked here. I ended up calling my husband. He came home. Like, I was just calling everybody in the family who number I could think of in that moment. Maya, be quiet and give me your room. I'm sorry, y'all. And I ended up calling everybody. And I don't know. I can't explain it, but I told people from the beginning that I felt God was preparing me for this. Like the strength that I have, God was preparing me for this, because I was fasting every month looking for a change. At the beginning of 2022, I prayed my prayer. He already showed me the answer. Y'all know, when we at the beginning of the month, God, I was praying and asking God for things for that year. He had already told me the things that I was going to have. He said he was going to restore my marriage.
Okay.
He said I asked for a complete turnaround with Jaden. And
Jesus,
I was talking about a new house.
Okay.
He told me all three of these things was going to happen. So the first thing was Jaden. Now, when it happened, I didn't think. I'm like, Lord, this ain't what I've been talking about.
Yeah, what
When
a
I said
turnaround,
like, I'm thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna have this testimony, because I saw small changes after he got out of jail in November. I saw changes. I'm like, okay, God, I see we about to have this testimony.
My baby is here.
I ain't want this type of testimony. I ain't want this. I ain't want. Can you bring him back? Because I didn't want this testimony. I wanted him to show other kids that you can turn it around, and then he would go off to college.
Right.
I didn't think that we would have this testimony where I'm showing people my strength. Because when I'm fasting every single month, and it seemed like every time I'm fasting, he's sneaking out the house, and I'm like, Lord, it shouldn't be like this. Lord, I shouldn't have to lay hands on my child for my child to listen to me. Like, if y'all know my son was 6'2", and probably at the time I was like 143 pounds, so he might have been 130.
Oh, tall and lanky.
So, and he was a basketball star. So I always tell parents, stay in your kids' business. Even though my story ended the way it did, I wanted to be a teachable moment. I wanted to be a teachable moment for parents to always stay in your kids' business, because you never know what you can catch, what you can prevent. And you staying in their business, you probably will stop them from getting into the trouble that my son got into. Because, like, I was the parent who always came and sitting. I came to school in elementary school and sit down. I went to middle school and I sat in class with him. And I even sat in class with him in high school, 9th grade, before the pandemic hit. Oh, you want to act up? Okay. I went up to school. You want to act up? Okay, I'm coming. And I told him, I said, you don't want me to come? You better act right if you don't want me to come. And one day I popped up. But now they won't let you pop up. They don't let you do pop-ups. You got to schedule.
Yeah.
And I was like, why I got to schedule it? I'm popping up on him and the teacher. Why y'all got me scheduling it? But I was like, anywho, okay, I'm going to go. And I went back. I had to go back up there the next day. And I sat in there for 3 of his periods, first, second, and third. Okay. I sat in class with him. And like when he first saw me, he tried to cut class. He tried to cut class. He asked to go to the bathroom.
Even though he see you there.
I'm sitting in a chair beside his desk. He asked to go to the bathroom and try not to come back to class. One of he had it's a student that I don't remember the name of it, but it's a student that he can't write with his hands, so he have a teacher that go along with him.
Okay.
And like I played basketball with him, and
Okay.
he went in the hallway because he noticed that he was taking a long time, and he got
Okay.
him to come back in class that day.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just because like
Y'all
leading up
learn
to it, they
from
always
even
say
early.
God will give you warnings before this happened. And there
You
was
had some more.
warnings that I would give him. There's always a
Okay.
warning before destruction. At the
Mm.
beginning of October 2022, me and him was talking about something, and I went to walk away from him, and God was like, "No, go back." And I was like, "Jaden, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, Jaden." I said, "But God is telling me you better stop it." Like
Mm.
today, I said, "I don't know what you're doing in these streets. I have no clue what you're doing in these streets, but God is telling me to tell you that you need to stop it today."
Wow.
And he didn't.
He did.
And now he's no longer here because we will
Mm.
always tell him, Jaden, you're not built for this life you're trying to live. And I don't even know what he was doing at the time. I had no clue what he was doing at the time, but I just
But
know
God
what the little pieces
tell
that I saw that
it. Yeah.
he wasn't built for it. And me and my husband, like we tell him all the time, you're not built for the life that you're living. Hey Carolyn,
Mhm.
hey Monica, how y'all doing? Like
Mhm.
they're you're not built for it. So when it happened, when he did what he did, I was in shock. But once I found out the charges, I understood why he did what he did. I understood why he took his life. I hate he took his life because
Right.
I already told him you wasn't built for this life, but you
Yeah.
still wanted to live this life. But I
Mm.
understood it because he was a child. Because he at the time he was still like he was still battling. I heard on a radio station, on gospel station, the psychiatrist was talking about how when boys are becoming, they're in that teenage age, that teenage years, and they're about to go into that man phase, they
Okay.
battle with themselves because they don't know if they want to grow up or still be a baby. And that's where he was. Because with me, like with his siblings, he was like, you giving them a lot of attention. And I'm like, they younger than you. I'm like,
Jesus.
you 17. Like at the time, you 17. Like, I don't need to give you the same amount of attention I'm giving a 2-year-old or a 5-year-old.
Mhm.
I'm like,
That's
I can't give you the same type of attention. So it's some days where he wanted to be up under me, and then other days
right.
he wanted to be, independent and grown and do his own thing, not wanting to listen to nothing like that. But
Man.
I just want parents to and kids to learn from his situation. I tell his friends all the time, let this be a teachable moment. That what y'all see in these streets is not what it is. Like it's not the life to live. Y'all see what happened to your friend.
Yeah.
Like parents, stay in your kids' business.
Mm.
It's
And
it's it's just
And I'm
it's
glad
just
you're telling them, like talking to them, because a lot of times we do allow for our kids to be more independent. Like when back in the day, the mamas used to just be on everything, and like you say, open up the doors, take the doors off the hinges.
mm-hmm,
And now it's like we're becoming more like their friends, but really, no.
right,
I have to lead you in the way of God, first of all. And
right,
because we never know what's going to happen. You lost your son, I lost my son, but we
right.
were telling them about God. And so, therefore,
Mm-hmm,
whatever the enemy tried to do, he didn't get to do what he wanted to do, because all things work together for the good of them that love God
right.
and are called according to his purpose. So, how did
Mm-hmm.
this pull you closer to God?
Um, because I was intentional like a couple years prior, like with the fasting, when with me fasting and he would do stuff.
Okay.
And in fasting, you got to kill your flesh and you really fully got to depend on God. And because I was depending on him, so when he was sneaking out of the house, I'm like, Lord, I'm tired of crying. Like I'm just
Mm.
tired. And I was like, Lord, I give him over to you. Like I give it over to you. And so then I say within September, October, November, when he would sneak out of the house, I stopped crying. I was no longer crying. I'm like,
Mm.
Lord, he in your hands. So when it happened, it's like the strength that everybody see. That's
Yes,
why I say he was preparing me for this, because the strength that I took from him, I received from God, fasting and praying for him while he was here. It helped me as I grieve for him, over
jeez.
him,
Mm-hmm.
to be the woman I am now, who can talk to you about it, who can sit up here, I can with a smile on my face and continue to, live for myself and my husband and my kids.
It's so powerful. Like when I look at you and then to know that you went through those things, so strong. Because before I even knew your story and I would get on Power Hour, I would have never known that that had happened to you. Like, because y'all don't understand, she wakes up at 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. But on the days that she have some of the hardest days that she have to get up at that time. But she's on there teaching us personal development or helping us and leading us through what we need to do for content creation. And I'm like, when I heard it was her story and how recent it was, I was like, I thought that I was trying to push and go forward fast, but I was like, it's somebody else. And I guess that would draw us together in a sense because
Right.
we're both grieving gracefully. Grieving gracefully is her name, but I was like, that's the best thing we could put on here because of the strength that you exude, but through God. And we were going to tell y'all about the products that we use too, because we do get help from our products. So let people know what kind of products you use.
Okay, so the product that I use, that's my best friend. Y'all probably see me talk about it in my stories, but y'all know this green capsule right here.
And green peel.
I elevate. Like I have to make sure that I take it every single day because it has nootropics in it. And the nootropics in it, it helped put me in a good mood. Like it gives me energy. It got natural energy in it, B6, B12 in it, and it's gonna give me the energy that I need. And like, if y'all waking up like me, I wake up at 5 o'clock to have my Jesus time. And then, like she said, at 6 o'clock, I get on our team power hours. So when you getting up and then you got to teach people that early in the morning, this green capsule right here,
Okay.
like if y'all see me on power hour, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I'm joking with them because this green capsule right here is giving me the energy and the focus that I need to get done what I need to get done throughout the day. And then I don't have no crash because it's all natural. It's all natural. So anytime y'all see me talk about that green capsule, that's what I'm talking about. This right here.
And how do you take yours? Because she takes it differently than everybody else.
Okay, so we got two forms of our elevate. We got the green capsule, and then we also got sachets where you can pour it in water, shake it, and drink it. I do that as well, but for me, I've started liking the capsule because I feel it faster with me opening it. So I open up the capsule. Now it may not taste the best.
Oh, it don't.
But you know, most things that is not good. I mean, most things that's good for you, they don't taste that good. But this right here, I must say, it is good. It is. I mean, it's like not the taste wise. The taste is horrible.
The effect.
Hey, Lily. Hey, Renee. How y'all doing? But the effects of it is like as soon as I take that elevate, it's like I can feel it on my body. It's like it's like a happy sensation just come over me, and I could just get throughout my day. Hey, Christy, how you doing?
Yeah, we got some people. Hey, Edward. We got some people on here. But yes, that feeling. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I think you said hey to these people because I can't see them on the screen. I have to look on the other screen.
Yeah, I was looking at my phone because I can't see them on the screen.
Okay. Y'all, we see y'all. We want to call y'all out. So, hey, y'all. Yes.
But so that's my story. The strength that y'all see, it's all God. The energy that y'all see, it's the green capsule.
It's the green capsule. And yeah, I mean,
God and the green capsule.
The 2 G's.
Right.
The 2 G's.
The 2 G's.
But it's the same for me. You know, I'm not going to really go so deep into my story today because I just wanted y'all to hear how powerful her story was. And she wanted to come on as well and tell a story and tell what she is using. And I agree with her. The green pill, Elevate, it's the truth. I mean, the
Mhm.
nootropics in it, like she said, I'm happy. When I take that pill, I pop that pill and I put that pill on my tongue. It's a whole new game. I wake up happy talking to the
Right.
Lord. Like we get our Jesus time, but it actually like helps you to be clear. It helps you to be focused.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me energy. One time I had took it right before I got on the Zoom, and I had to do my testimony on the Zoom, and I
Oh,
was so jacked out. I was like raw, and I was like, Lord, because and I was like, God, this energy that I have, I just want to tell other people about it because it's nothing like it. And then it's
it's
100%,
nothing.
it's organic.
Yep.
It's organic, and then I like the niacinamide in it as well because my skin. And so the
Mm-hmm.
niacinamide helps with your skin. Our skin is
Mm-hmm.
clear. It actually makes us look youthful, like going like we're aging backwards. So it's another like big plus. And then when the mushrooms in it, it's got chaga in it. I don't know if y'all know what chaga is, but it's a type of mushroom. And these medicinal mushrooms, they're in a lot of our products, like our coffee.
Right.
We have the medicinal
Mm-hmm.
mushrooms in those. And so those mushrooms help with a lot of things like antioxidants and things that's going on in our bodies. So if we could tell y'all what products, what else you use? What other products do you use?
Um, I use the candy sometimes, but like
Okay,
my
so
go-to, because y'all know I ain't really trying to lose no weight like that. The candies and the juice. Yeah, the juice I got
the juice.
the juice. Let me
I have like a juice thing. Me too, sis.
see. a, a detox juice, like
They're blue and
it
they
helps me with bloating. It helps
what?
with my menstrual cramps for ladies who have it bad. Like I don't have no cramps. You hear me?
Okay.
None. Like I don't even know when it's coming because I have no cramps anymore. None. Because
Wow.
you know our stomach is our second brain. And when your gut is unhealthy, you're unhealthy. And a lot of diseases are found in our gut. That's where they start at. So if you haven't tried it, I'm gonna need you to detox that
Just
gut.
if you're going outside breathing this air, you need to be detoxing. Let me tell you something. You do not
Yep.
have to be overweight to detox.
Mm-mm.
The body holds because the detox cleans our upper and our lower intestine. And then most of the time people have stuff stuck in them for a long time. You can have up to 25 pounds of waste in you. And if
Mm-hmm.
especially when you be slim and you see that slim girl and her little stomach poking out, she just need a detox. She's not
Right.
over, she just need to get that stuff out so she get that flat
Mm-hmm.
stuff. We still
Right.
young. One pack will snatch you back. That's what we say. One pack.
One
You don't
pack
have.
will snatch you back.
And let me tell you something. If you've had surgery or it's surgery, we all know do not make you lose weight. What it does is it just snatches you in, but you still have to keep taking, your vitamins, getting detoxes so that you can get the fat out your body. I got
Right.
people that I know that the detox helps them, the candy helps them because the candy is an appetite suppressant. And a
Yeah.
lot of times we think that we have to have like these high price things. We have a high quality, reasonable price product. Yeah, we have a reasonable price product. I know you have needed the thing. So if you are in need of any of those things, if you are in need of products, we can help you. If you are in need of, do you offer coaching as well for grieving mothers? What is it that you do with the grieving gracefully?
Oh, with my group.
Mm-hmm.
I give a lot of motivation in the group, and I'm gonna
Okay.
do go live with the scriptures that's helping me get through.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what
See,
I'm
so
doing in
the
my group.
accountability is there as well.
Hmm.
Especially if you're a parent that's grieving and you're looking for somebody that's like-minded that can help you. Now, one thing about me or her, if you get with us, we're gonna pull you up. We're not gonna let you stay down. You're gonna
Right.
come up. We're not saying that we're not
Mm-mm.
invalidating what you're going through, but we're gonna validate the
Right.
God in you. We're gonna validate that there's goodness for you. So, I mean, if you need anything, if you need any products, you could get with me or her. And if somebody sent you to this live, and you have the sent you to this live about the elevate, about the drink to shrink, about the candy, anything that you saw, you can go back to them and tell them, I'm gonna need help with this area. And
Right.
yep, yeah, what you gotta do. So Yeah, I'm just glad that we got to get on today. We're gonna
Right.
get better and better. We're gonna get better and
Yeah.
better. Gooder and gooder. Gooder and
Because
gooder is not a
this won't be our last live. We will be back with y'all again.
yes. And I hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you for everybody that came on. We appreciate you so, so much. If you think that this can help someone that you know, will you please share the live? Will you please tap the screen and give us
Tag.
some love, some
Show us
thumbs
some
up?
love.
Mm-hmm. Are you someone that's in the comments that need help? Are you? And then if you're watching this for the first time, you can put a 1. If you're watching the replay, put 2. And we'll get in touch with you. Don't be afraid to text us. Don't be afraid to DM us. You know, we're here to help. Some people are afraid to reach out to people and they be embarrassed. Do not be embarrassed if you need help.
Mm-mm.
When somebody is sending you a lifeline, take the lifeline. We just don't know what it is that you might be needing help for yourself or help for someone else. We just want you to reach out to us and we're available. We're open. Okay. And I want you to have a great day, a great night, and we'll talk to you later.
See y'all later.